What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today I wanted to try and do something different with this video. So I got my co-host here that I always stream games with, Pure Effin' Evo. Say hello, Pure.
Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your boy Pure Effin' Evil, back from the depths of hell with another one. I forgot this is definitely not a live recording, so this is definitely being recorded later on. But either way, you guys are gonna see it. You guys are gonna enjoy it. We're getting y'all some great tips, bringing y'all good info, not tips. It's whatever though. That's how we do this. Over to Keeper.
Okay, before we get this video started, I do want to let everyone know that I stream on Twitch. Check out that link down below in the description. I'll see you there. Yeah, definitely, bro. So today we're talking about how Amazon is launching their cloud gaming service, Luna. And we're going to have a little different varying opinions on this. We're going to talk about what Apple has been doing, how greedy that they are with this whole cloud gaming thing. Of course, Apple has to get their slice of the cake, but we'll get into that later. So we got this article here from Extreme Tech that just go ahead and break down what Luna is going to be all about. So Amazon announces Luna Cloud Gaming Service. Now, cloud gaming is not a new idea. Companies have been trying and failing to make game streaming experiences stick for a decade. That's true. You guys might remember something called OnLive. OnLive was like, I think OnLive was like the very first game streaming service that, as far as I could recall. But
yeah,
OnLive,
if it was not the first, it was up there with the first ones. It was the one that I could particularly remember the most about. And the cool thing about these cloud sharing gaming services is that they have the potential to do something great. Because like when the whole thing with the cloud came out, where you could pull down your information from here, pull it from there, pull it from anywhere, everywhere. It was the greatest concept in the world. It worked great when you're working on a project with a person and I do something to it, throw it back in the cloud. You pull it down from your house, you do something to it, you throw it back in the cloud. We go back and review it together. It works in that aspect, but they're trying to do it with gaming. And it's been some problems, big fella. We'll get over that.
so the service is going to cost $5.99 a month during the testing phase. We don't know what they have in plan for the full launch. It's going to have a $50 custom controller that connects directly to Wi-Fi. So it looks like it's going to actually connect straight to the cloud servers rather than the hardwired device that you have, to try and cut down on latency. Seems like they're going to have more than 100 games, including Control, Grid, Panzer Dragoon. And it's going to be able to stream up to 4K 60 FPS directly from the cloud. Now, my concern about this is that the internet requirement. So if you guys look here, you can definitely see, if you want to give Luna a shot, you just need 10 megabits down on your home connection for 1080p or 35 megabits for 4K. Now, in my city, particularly, the internet isn't very consistent. Where you can get service. In some areas you can get 3 gigabit download speeds, upload speeds. In my area, we cap out at around 200 megabits a second, which is 20 megabytes. So that 1080p streaming is already half of my internet, and then 4K is just impossible.
Yeah, now, and that's something that a lot of people definitely got to take into consideration, is the fact that once they go forth with this, they're not, so here's the selling point on it, right? They're telling you the capabilities that this thing has, but if your internet does not provide it, you are screwed. Now, one other thing I want to talk about this controller, I definitely love the controller concept of it for a couple of reasons. One, I love purple, and I like that little blurple thing they're doing with it there, but definitely because of the fact that it's built like an Xbox controller is a big plus for me. But I wonder if they're going to come out later on with one that resembles more of a PlayStation controller as well, because where I love the Xbox controller and I'll rather die for that controller, there's a lot of people that just don't do it for multiple reasons.
That's me.
They say it's too big, it's too awkward. Where if I put a PlayStation controller in my hand, These are my problem. The joysticks are too close together. And with me having massive hands, even though the PS4 Pro controller, I guess I've been told is slightly bigger than the previous ones, this is what I'm stuck doing all day. See how my thumbs are so close together? It's too much for my hands to handle. Where Xbox controller, my thumbs could rest comfortably because they're spread out. There's more distance between the two. So we'll just have to see where they go forth with that as far as will they make different hardware. I also like the fact that they come out with the hardware at a $50 price tag, where I feel like it's fair because typical Xbox controllers right now are going from ranges of $50 to $70, depends on if you're going with a plain
the new plain Jane Xbox controllers are going to be $70. I think the same thing for the PlayStation. But I see what you're saying, because you can see here I'm like holding my PlayStation controller and it's pretty comfortable to me, but I don't have massive hands. I mean, my hands are like kind of thin. I got slender fingers, Slenderman hands. So I don't know.
And I got meat sausages for fingers. You think? It's sausages, big old hands,
sausages,
whole face.
Yeah, man, I glide. My fingers just glide. Okay, so this next article is about Apple, and
oh my God,
Apple created some insane. They're obviously trying to kill this off before it even gets popping. Oh, guys, another one of my concerns about this. I know I'm getting sidetracked. Goddamn. Another one of my concerns about this is that I'm not sure how Amazon is going to be able to compete with xCloud Gaming and the fact that that's a part of Xbox Game Pass. Microsoft just announced that xCloud is going to be a part of your Game Pass, and Game Pass is already available on PC. xCloud just launched for mobile devices, so if you already have an Xbox account with Game Pass, you can sign into that and start playing games today. And from what I've seen, it works pretty well. I personally haven't tried it, but over a mobile connection, it seems to work pretty well without having these insane requirements, 10 megabits, 35 megabits a second. And not only that, Xbox also is now partnered with EA to bring all EA Play games to the Game Pass. So that's another kind of shot to the competition, where I don't know how Amazon is going to compete with that. Google has pretty much given up on Stadia, so it's not looking good competition wise. Microsoft looks like they might have the streaming service on a monopoly. GeForce Now looked like it was going to be able to do something, but then all the developers started getting really greedy when it came to it. Literally what GeForce Now was, and I don't know if you knew this either, Pure, but what GeForce Now was is it was a service that allowed you to sign into your EA Origin account, your Epic Games account, and your Steam account, and you could play the games that you already bought and owned from the GeForce Now servers. So it was actually a really cool service when it first came out, but then developers were like, well, we need a cut of the pie. You didn't give us permission to put our games on your service. And the fucked up thing is, it wasn't like they were still in the games. They were just giving you access to sign into your Steam account and play games that you already owned. Try not to cuss on YouTube. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into this Apple article. So
you mean how Apple be out here capping?
Yeah, bro. Apple is just so greedy, man. So greedy. But that's
okay. So let's just get straight to the meat of it, right?
Yeah.
So the article is Apple just created insane rules for cloud gaming on iPhone. So I'm gonna read the important breakdown that is fairly important when it comes to the contract of how they're gonna try to get this all set up with everybody in cloud gaming or whatever. But here's one part of the article that really caught my eye, and I thought it was like highly entertaining. So remember that I read this, because when I read off what the stipulations is to have cloud gaming on Apple products, then you'll understand what I'm talking about. And it's literally the second paragraph here. It says Apple alleged objection to cloud gaming services is that they don't play on a level field with the native games that have store pages and appear on charts. Apple's 30% cut of each individual sale undoubtedly have something to do with this as well, but the company won't admit to that directly.
Yeah, of course.
Remember this part of the article, people, because that's when you read this, when it comes to the terms of service with the streaming games 4.9, 4.91, and 4.9.2, you'll see that literally it's bad.
Yeah,
it's
definitely.
Really bad.
So Apple has already prevented Microsoft's xCloud and Stadia from launching on the App Store. And the reasons to that, they need money. That's it. They're trying to get some cake. Like, it's greed in its purest form. Like, so 4.9 streaming games article states, streaming games are permitted as long as they adhere to all guidelines. For example, each game must be submitted for review. Developers must provide appropriate metadata for search. Games must use in-app purchases to unlock full features or functionality. 9.1, each streaming game must be submitted to the App Store. This is the important one. It must be each individual game, over 100 plus games for the streaming service, must be submitted to the App Store and have an App Store page. And they have to be able, the option to pay for a subscription with in-app purchases and use sign in with Apple. All games included in the catalog must link to an individual App Store product page. While Apple would say this lets Google and Microsoft do what they need to support iOS, it reads more like a roadblock. Definitely is. Reviewing a AAA game like RDR2 or Doom Eternal would serve little purpose, as they're just video streams on the user's device. They don't touch Apple's APIs or systems. However, they give Apple a chance to object to content or in-app purchases. Naturally, Apple's proposed approach also ensures that it gets 30% cut of each game sale. It says developers can have catalog apps for their streaming content, but it needs to link to the App Store. So yeah, it's a mess. They're obviously just trying to milk. They don't want streaming on their phones unless they can milk it dry like everything else. That's literally pretty much the gist of it.
Apple's literally just pimping the whole service. They're like, look, you can go ahead and do what you want to do, but we need 30%. No ifs, ands, buts about it. They're like the mob. You know, you want to sell drugs on our corner? That's fine, but we need 30%. You want to have a church in our neighborhood? That's cool, but I need 30%. You want to sell gas at a gas station, the only one in town? You could do that, but I still need 30%. That's all it comes down to.
It's pretty crazy.
Fuck you, pay me. Period. That's all Apple's saying. We don't care. Like, yeah, that's a cool idea. We should have did it first, but since we didn't, we need 30%. That's not a lot, right, guys? Just 30% of your total profits.
Yeah, it's pretty insane. Well, guys, that's going to be it for this video. Thank you all for watching, tuning in. If you enjoyed this new format, let me know down in the comments below. We'll do more videos like this. Be sure to leave a like, leave a comment, give us some feedback. It helps way more than you think. And subscribe if you want to stay up to date on more videos. Peace.